Tell me your first drama was not Boys Over Flowers.
Cut it.
Did you cut?
No, I'm just
Oh,
saying I'm going to cut it at this point.
okay, just keep moving, keep moving.
Hello, and welcome to LeastMost podcast. Wait, it's LeastMost Uncut. What am I
Oh
saying?
my goodness, sis. Anyway, hi,
Hi, everybody. My name is Simi,
I'm Tommy.
and welcome to LeastMost Uncut. Yes, where
Woo.
we break down this week's Korean dramas, Japanese dramas, well, Asian dramas in general, where we break them
Mm-hmm.
down, what we're watching, what we're not watching, and what we've dropped. So it's an exciting week. There are new episodes out, and yes, it's time to get stuck in. So, Tommy,
Yeah.
what are you watching?
What am I watching? I'm just gonna briefly kind of list them off. I'm definitely watching Love featuring Marriage and Divorce. That I will talk about on another day, not today, because I don't even want to give away any of the team. But yeah, that one
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching. I've also been watching The Rebel Princess. I don't know if I've already spoken about this, but if I have,
Yeah, we
yeah,
have.
yeah, so I've still been watching that. I mean, obviously it's a Chinese drama, so we all know how long Chinese dramas can be, especially the historical ones. So yeah, I've definitely been watching that. I've watched Vincenzo. I started watching it, like I think I've watched like 2 episodes of it. So I think I'm gonna like kick off the drama, that the this episode from Vincenzo. Now, guys, ladies, everybody, they heard everyone. Now, what I think about Vincenzo, I think I like the vibe. Like it gives me very like airy, light, airy fairy vibe, but not really airy fairy. Like the storyline, for those that don't know, Vincenzo is basically about this guy who grew up in Italy for some strange reason. I think he was given up by his mother, and he was now adopted by um someone who then took him to Italy, and they grew up there.
Mm, mm.
So so he's been trained in the way of the mafia in Italy, and now for some like a project that he's worked on with for his family or something, he has to go back to Korea just to do this job. And so he
Mm.
he goes back to Korea, and things aren't going as smoothly as he would like. Why I like this drama, yeah, I will say is because it's like it has a little bit of comedy in it, which makes it interesting. Like, and the main storyline like seems interesting because he's basically trying to like fight the power. The usual trope that we get in Korean dramas where like let's say the police is corrupt, and there's some form of corruption all in
Mm.
every every establishment um
Yeah.
in Korea or something, and it's that kind of trope. And so he's kind of obviously coming from a different country, not really understanding just how they get down over there, and then how like so he's kind of like getting a rude awakening with how they get down over there. And then like literally his first his first encounter with like raw, like these people are on smoke, is when he first yeah, literally he gets to the first episode, he gets to the airport in Korea, and then he's looking for a taxi to take him to his destination, and the taxi that takes him pretends that they're like a like a chauffeur, and then so they basically drug him and then steal all his
Wait,
money,
what?
punch him up. Yeah, it's I was like, huh? Like I didn't think he was gonna fall for it, but then obviously it made it a little bit more realistic, because obviously you don't know, anyone can be prey, like anyone can be the prey of all these types of like frauds and stuff like that. So yeah, he gets beaten up a little bit, they steal his money, his watch, everything, and then leave him with like $5 or something like that for him to like call a
What?
cab or something. It's crazy. And then yeah, so
But
like
did
it.
did
Mhm.
do they know he's in the mafia though?
No, no,
At
they
this
know nothing
point.
of him. No, they know nothing of him. They're just like obviously looking for random people that, people that don't know the country or don't know anything about the country, and they're just kind of like
Oh,
trying to scam them. So they pretend that they're a taxi service, and then so what they do is they offer you water and stuff like that, and then so they drive you towards your destination, or pretend they're driving you towards your destination, offer you like snacks or drinks that are clearly drugged, and then when you have them, then you fall asleep, and then by the time you wake up, you realize that you're on the side of the road somewhere with nothing left on you, like anything that is of value
madness.
on you is taken. So already I was like, oh, this is going to be an interesting drama, like, okay. But then there's things in it that I don't think I'm, honestly, I would say this, I've already dropped it, and it's a shame to say, because it looked like something that would have been interesting, but I've already dropped it. Yeah.
Why? Why did you drop it?
Because okay, so the main lead, she, like the woman, she how do I put this? Right. So I don't like the way they're portraying her. Like it makes it less realistic. Like, I mean, I understand that we're in drama land and it's not really based on facts or truth, but like if you're gonna make it like a serious drama where, it's about, corruption in the institutions and stuff like that, then keep it about that. And like if you're gonna have comedy relief is okay, but then when it becomes unrealistic, it takes away the, like, the allure of the drama. It takes away the, like, what is serious and interesting about it. It's not every day trying to do comedy relief.
Mm,
Sometimes just be
mm.
serious and let's know that you're a serious drama. That's what I'm coming to you for. Like, I mean, it's about the mafia. I'm not expecting for it to be some, like, really 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 funny drama. Like, that's not what I'm coming there for. I'm coming there for the storyline. And so, like, for the female lead, yeah, what I don't like is that there's scenes where she just acts really, like, out of it. She just acts like, weird. And I say this in the nicest way possible, in the sense that, like, no one acts like this in real life. Like, no one does this
Okay.
stuff. Like, that's what I mean. Like, so if, for example, she went to see her dad, and she was just, the way she was walking and acting, and I'm like, I don't know if this is what they told her to do, or I don't know, maybe she's new on the job. I don't know anything about the actress, so I don't really want to talk about her acting skills per se, because she seems like a pretty good actress. But it's more on the sense that, like, the weird comedy relief scenes that they give her don't seem to work very well with her, and it makes me
I
just like,
see.
it puts me off the drama a lot more. And then there's other ones as well. Like, there was only one, like, kind of funny scene that I found it very very funny. Is like, he needs to live in the main lead needs to live in a um apartment block, like, because that's where like, his business, he has business there, basically. And in that apartment block, there's also like a Italian restaurant. Now, obviously, he's come from Italy, from Italy, so he knows
Mm.
how the cuisine is and everything. And then there's this Korean man posing to, be a chef that was trained in Italy, only for all his life to come crashing down, when obviously a real, like, a true, like, an Italian that has lived the true Italian lifestyle and has tasted their food and knows how it actually should taste, is eating his food and is like, yeah, this is rubbish, this is nonsense. So he goes in every morning to, like, rate his food, and that's like the only funny thing I think of that drama. But I say all this to say, I'm dropping it. I've dropped it already. I got about halfway of the second episode, and I said, yeah, nah, I can't do this anymore. And it's paining, it's actually hurting me, because the main storyline is actually so good. No, it's actually so
Mm.
good. Like, it's actually interesting. Like, I want to see what's gonna happen and how it's gonna play out, but I just can't. Like, the comedy relief that they try is too much, and like, I don't want to say I'm too grown for this, but I just can't. Like, I'm sorry, in this day and age, like, you shouldn't have to try so hard. I think it's just, you're just so desperate to make me laugh that I can smell the desperation through my script.
Ooh, the desperation! Damn!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
So yeah, I'm
Honestly,
not loving it.
oh, I see. Honestly, from that, like, because I haven't even started it, so from that perspective, I will want to give it a chance and go watch it. But at the same time, I'm gonna have to keep in mind that you've already dropped it, because I'm just kind of like, oh, there's a reason why she's dropped it. So yeah, but not. But the way you describe some certain things, and I'm like, okay, I want to see that desperation. I actually want to see the comedy relief and the way the
Mhm.
actresses portraying her character. So that is very interesting. That is very, very interesting. I love that. I love that. I love that. That's a good one to kick off. One that we've
Mhm.
dropped, Vincenzo. Well, I haven't dropped, but you dropped.
Yeah.
So for me, one that I've actually started is Nothing But 30. This
Mhm.
is an actual it's a Chinese drama, and it's basically about three women in their 30s, literally. And the only reason I just started this drama, I started it I think last night or two
Mhm.
nights ago, was because someone said to me that the fashion in that drama is really good. And I just really wanted to watch it for the fashion. Nothing else,
Uh,
really.
but
um
how are you actually finding the storyline though?
I'm not really deep into it. So I'm on episode what, 3 or 4. So basically, one of the women in her 30s is married with one kid. One is also married, but is now expecting. And the last one is, she works really hard, and she's not married, she's single, and there's the pressure of the parents wanting her to get married. So the first main lady, is married to a CEO. They're new money, so they've just moved into this apartment that is like, with it's filled with rich people. When literally your concierge, like when you enter like the building, like an apartment building, it's
Mhm.
beautiful.
Mhm.
So I'm liking the aesthetic of the movie so far. The storyline, I'm not liking the other woman's husband because they look like roommates, to be fair. And the way she's portrayed is that, like, she's 30s, but she's still like a child. She
Okay. Wait,
doesn't.
so is this
Yeah.
the married woman that's
No,
portraying the child?
there's two. There's two that's married, one with a
Oh,
child
okay.
and one that's expecting. So the one that's expecting is portrayed like a child, and I'm just thinking it's not really realistic that you'll be 30 and you still be acting like you're a child. Do you
Mm.
know what I mean? As in, like, okay, maybe I've not put it in the best way. As in, like, she is she not that she's naive, because I would say I'm naive in some sense.
I think
Or
we all
maybe,
have a bit of naivety about us.
okay, that makes me feel a bit better, you know. But
No,
the way
honestly.
yeah, but the way they portray her is like, yeah, there's basically a thing, because now she's expecting, her husband says you can't even take care of yourself. And for me, like a 30-year-old that you know is seen to, she works, she works, but like even at her workplace, everything is messy. Like everything is messy, even at her house. Like when she's in her house, like majority of the time it's not messy, but like she forgets to take the cat litter out, so the cat pees on the couch. So the husband is already getting frustrated with her not being more grown up. But I'm just thinking, why did he marry her in the first place? And secondly, I'm thinking, um, I have a feeling the husband might be cheating on her.
Oh,
Um,
aren't
And
they all at this point?
so I'm just like, the, so really the only reason, genuinely, I'm not really like, I am watching it for the storyline. It's just for me to see the fashion, because
Mm.
you know someone, and because someone recommended it, I just like, what, and knows that I like fashion, and I was like, okay, do you know what, this might be just something different. So I've not really gotten into it that deep for me to say I like it, it's so interesting, it's gonna blow, it blows my mind, or um I hate it that I'm gonna drop it. So I'm kind of like right now in the middle, and I'm not
Mhm.
sure where I am with this drama because I've just started it. But yeah, from the tone of the drama,
Mhm.
I feel like the first lady, the one that already has a child, is going to, you know, she's gonna get greedy, and because right now she's been introduced to the person that lives on the 21st floor, and that one is a three. It's like it's a house in an apartment. Like
Oh wow.
it's beautiful. It's mwah. I was just like, do buildings like this? So now I really want to go see a building like that one day. And the other one, that, so they're portraying her that she's gonna be single, not single, she's gonna be like get more greedy, and she would want her husband to start doing more, and and things like that. But she seems like a genuinely nice lady. And the other one, apparently, it seems like she's starting to succumb to her family's pressure to
Mhm.
start getting married. So she went on this blind date with this guy, and this guy was already sizing her up and down, like wanting to know whether like she was fit enough for him to take her to his. So basically, on the blind date, he took her to a business meeting. Like he took her to a business meeting, as in like he took her so that he had a piece of arm candy so that he could show, oh yeah, yeah, this is somebody I'm seeing. Isn't she gorgeous? And he was pretending to know the people there, and everyone's looking at him like. So basically, he was trying to use her as a like, a prop. And then he comes. So
Uh,
basically, she
yeah.
rejects him. Yeah, she rejects him and says no. And then he now comes to her store with a woman he marries and says to her, "This could have been you." And do you know what this lady did?
What did she do?
This lady made, so basically she sold all the expensive stuff to his future woman. And the
Mhm.
guy, because of his pride, he couldn't say no. So when he
Mhm.
saw the bill, I was laughing because it served him right. He was trying to come and like make her feel
Mhm.
low and condescend her, but she was like, you think you have money, right?
Mhm.
So this guy earns like, let's say 20 million. She made that woman, his wife, his new wife, spend
Mhm.
at least 10. So but it's
She said, no worries. It's okay. I didn't marry you, but you will still give me your money. That's all I know.
literally bags, shoes, belts. I was just watching. I was like, smart. And she works for a company that every sale she gets a commission. So a
Okay.
10 million sale. Anyway, so that's what I'm watching. That's what I'm watching. Okay, what else are you watching, Toby?
Um, I'm currently also watching. Well, okay. Let me not say I'm also watching. Um, I did s- watch like I would say maybe 3/4 of the mouse episode, and
Okay, yes.
I must say that it kind of scared me a little bit. I'm not
It
sure if I'm
scared
gonna be
you.
able to watch it. I'm not gonna lie. Not because the
Is it ho-
storyline is is moving along the sides of horror. I can't lie. It says it's thriller, but sis, it's moving along the sides of horror, man. Like I can't lie because all the it's too much murder, and I don't need to see it. Like my heart is beating so fast. I'm just at the edge of my seat. I can't breathe. And the thing is, the first scene, the first scene that's introduced here, is one where there's a
Yeah.
snake, and like I don't like snakes. Like I find them to be the creepiest.
Oh no, 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 no.
I don't like snakes, right? And then literally in the first scene, like we see a snake, and then they're like it's like kids in a so they're kids in like a zoo. And then so they're looking at the teacher's explaining this kind of what the snake does, and like it's the largest snake, and this that and the other, and it eats my it eats mice. Oh my goodness, what is wrong with my oh, anyway. Oh
It's
gosh.
all right.
And then so there's one really strange kid pulls out a mouse from his pocket,
Oh,
and
okay,
then
okay, okay.
puts it in the how we even managed to know where they even the hole that they put to feed the snakes. I don't know, but he puts the mouse in the thing where the mouse where the snake is. And then literally we just literally see this traumatizing like scene where the kids almost have to watch the mouse scramble,
Oh,
because obviously it's an enclosed space, and there's the largest snake in whatever, I don't know if it's the world or in Korea, I don't know where, but it's shot the largest snake. And then we just see this, and then the kids just run away when the first time the snake lunges at the mouse, it misses. But obviously the kids start to like, obviously they're really worried, and then they all just run away
mm.
crying. There's just this one kid, just this there
And
is
he's watching.
still watching. I can't lie, I
Oh,
don't
that's
even know what
creepy.
I don't even know what happened in the rest of that scene because I shifted my laptop because I can't watch this. I hate snakes, and I can't even now watch a snake try and eat a mouse. Like I can't. Like even me, as big
Oh.
as I am, I can't bring myself to do that. So
So do you think it's gonna be horror?
I feel it is because I've continued watching it along, and we see like two scenes where there's this killer called the Headhunter, and all he
Okay.
does is he decapitates people, and it's
Mm-hmm.
really scary. Like we don't see him like we see him attack them, but we don't see him when he's doing everything, but we see him attack them. And like
Mm.
so like it's set in like this scene like so it brings us back from like back in the day. So they're driving like older cars and stuff, so they're using payphones, so we know that okay, they're like it's not in current times, like so it's the time
Right.
where
Okay.
they're still using payphones that you have to like put money in and all that stuff.
Mm.
So we see like I think like the second scene is this young woman. I want to say she's maybe in her 20s. She's coming home from, I don't know, I think she, from the phone call that she has, it's like she went for like a company dinner, but I think she's a new
Right.
starter, so they were it was
Mm.
it was it was set for the new starters, I think. And so
Mm.
like so it's a really like it's heavily snowing, and then the taxi drops her just like right in the middle of the road, like, and it's just snowing, and then it's just her on the street, and then she has to like walk home. So she calls home to be like, oh, I'm on my way home, but the taxi couldn't take me stopped me here because obviously it couldn't go a bit further because
Feather,
it would
because
have
it's
had to
snowing.
go up the hill, and because it's
Mm.
snowing, the taxi couldn't take her all the way up. And then so the person's like, "Oh, do you want me?" I think we didn't hear the person on the other end of the phone, but she was like, "No, don't worry. You don't have to come and pick me up.
Mm.
I can make my way myself. I just wanted to let you know that I'm on my way. You have an exam tomorrow anyway, so you just chill."
Mm.
Only for her to be about to start walking. Me, I even thought, okay, it's when she walks forward because it's like like it's full of trees and everything. So I'm like,
Mm.
you're gonna get attacked when you walk up. That I can feel it. I can feel it. I was very wrong. I mean, I was on the right track, but I was wrong at the same time
Oh.
because literally, like, as she's about to take a few steps forward, she sees this little girl, and she's like asking her, like, she's like, "Oh, Nuna, Nuna." So the girl looks around her, and she doesn't see anybody. So she's about to continue again. She's like, "Did I hear something?" Like, and she's slightly inebriated, like, so she's slightly a bit like she looks like she's a bit tipsy.
Tipsy, tipsy. Okay.
Yeah. So then she hears the child again, like a little girl. So she turns around and she sees a little girl just standing there, and and she's like, "Oh, please help me, please help! Like, our car, like crashed into like our car slipped or something and crashed." And then she's like, "Oh," so the lady's like, "Oh no, like I hope her parents are still alive because it's just this
Mm.
girl standing in the middle of the road by herself." And so she goes, she's like, "Okay, lead me to the way." And the little girl leads her the way. And then she sees
Oh.
like a man in the car, and his head is just on the steering wheel. And so
Mm.
she's like knocking on the door, like on the window, like, "Excuse me, are you
Mm.
okay? Are you okay?" Opens the door. Opens the door now. She said, "Hello, excuse me, are you okay?" Only for the man to he grabbed her. And then there's that little girl, yeah, and she's still there, just standing there,
Is
watching
she watching
everything,
all this?
watching it all.
What?
So
Nah. After this episode, after we finish recording, I'm going to go and watch it. I'm going to go and watch it because
really, I can't. I don't think I can.
it sounds juicy. It sounds
The
juicy.
thing is, it actually looks like it's gonna be so good, but I don't think my heart can take it because I'm too. I'm so much of a scaredy cat. I don't think I can do it. I can't lie to you, Susie.
See,
I can't.
for me, it sounds less of a horror, but more like a true crime, and I'm a true crime fanatic. Like I
Yeah.
love stuff like that. Like if you were saying it's like spiritual kind of stuff,
No, 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 no.
forget it. I am not insidious, whatever. Like I don't mess with that. I don't mess voodoo, black magic. I don't watch. I don't see. I don't smell. I don't eat. I don't sleep. Like but true crime, I can deal with that. I can deal with true
Uh,
crime because
I the
there
thing is,
are
I
psychopaths
don't
in the
like.
world.
I don't like. The thing is, I don't mind true crime, but the thing is, I don't want to see the detail of it. Like, there's ways they do it that they don't.
But
You just hear about. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it. This is where my own naivety. I mean, what do you call it? this is where it shows up because honestly, like I can't, like I can't. I get really scared. Like I'm already a scaredy cat. Like I don't like jump scares, which is the kind of show this is. It's the type that will give you a jump scare
Jump
because
scare.
it's very creepy. It's very like you just hear silence, well, or you won't hear anything, so it's just silence. Then all of a sudden you just, or like, and then all you hear is like the footsteps of like, so like we see like a couple of murders and I'm like, oh my god, within the first episode there's like three murders, different murders that happen, like, and the one that really struck me, oh my goodness, oh Jesus, ooh, like honestly this family get attacked and there's like only one, I think there's only one boy that survives or something, I'm not even sure, I can't remember. That's where I stopped. I said, I don't know if I could do this. And
Okay.
it's the same killer, the head hunter, and it's just really creepy. Like, oh, it's really creepy. I don't know if I can watch it. I can't lie to you. I mean, for those who like a bit of creepy, a bit of thriller, a bit of true crime,
So
like,
psychological true
yeah,
crime. This is our
this is
show.
way this is right up your alley. But for someone like me who just likes lights, lights, you know, good conversation, talk this, no, good conversation, starters, and just normal stuff. Yeah, this is not going to be your show. Let me just put it that way. It's if you don't like seeing blood a lot, like if you don't like seeing people getting attacked. I mean, like the guy is attacking people with a hammer. I'm not here for that. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm too much of a
Oh,
scared
I've
cat.
seen too many documentaries for me to be like afraid of. See, the thing, I don't know if you saw this TikTok,
Hmm.
with a husband and a wife sitting next to each other, and then the wife, they're watching a true crime, and the guy on the TV says his head was cut off, his hands were
Hmm.
cut off, his legs were cut off, and then the husband is watching the wife, and the wife is just eating crisps, and she's like not reacting, and the
Oh my
husband's
god!
like,
What
how
kind
is she
of
not reacting
what
to
kind
this?
of what kind of person which do I have sitting beside me? Like, how the heck are you not reacting? Hmm?
Literally. No. Oh my god. When I saw that TikTok, I was like, only true crime fanatics will be able to understand it because you just watch so many documentaries already that
Nah.
it's kind of like you're not really triggered anymore. And the thing is that but the ones that I don't like, the ones I can still watch but I don't like is the ones that they do the whole devil worshipping thing. I think it's oh, it's like
Yeah, yeah.
that's scary, that's scary, like for me that's scary, but I know some people that like, whatever religion they whatever, yeah, it's not scary, but for me that's
I mean, you're
that's
allowed to be
scary.
scared if you don't. If we don't like you, don't like it. That's okay. Like it's normal. Me too. I don't. I really like any of that spiritual stuff either. Like I find it to be very creepy, and that's just based on what I believe. So I'm like, I
mm,
don't. I don't really be messing with all that voodoo stuff. Thanks. Like I just, yeah. Let's just keep it PG, please. Like thank you. Like no, because no. But me personally, this is. I don't think this is drama for me. But people like Simi who like this kind of stuff, you're gonna love this drama. And the thing that is
true
hurting me is that
crime.
I actually like it. It's like it's one that I really want to talk about because it just like what would you do like if you actually knew the baby in your womb is a psychopath or would be a psychopath? Like I just want to talk so much about it, but then I can't talk about it if I don't watch the drama. Like, and it's hurting me because the drama is scary. Like I don't want to be watching a drama and then I'll be scared to like go downstairs and get a glass of water. Like I don't want to be because now I'm going to be scared that is this man going to come
mm,
and just attack me? Like I don't like stuff like that. So I don't think it's a bit of me. I
mm.
can't lie.
Do you know what, I'll watch it on for both of us and I'll let you know
Yeah, do that,
what
and then
happens.
also let the listeners know because I'm sure some may be curious. But yeah, maybe in
Definitely,
the
maybe in
next.
our next LeastMost uncut, definitely
Yeah,
I'd
I
have
think.
watched a couple of episodes.
Yeah, I think definitely. And oh, before we go, before we wrap this up, there's one that I'm kind of scared to watch. I think it's just about started now. I think there's about two episodes out. I'm not sure. I think there's like two episodes out.
Which
I
one?
think it's is it Hello Me? I think that's the name of
Oh
it.
yes, I've seen that. That's one that I kind of said that. Mm, no, not really. But I want to hear your thoughts about it because I think I know what you're gonna say. It's
Okay,
like, so
so
basically this drama.
okay, yeah, go.
Yeah, I was just gonna say to the listeners that this drama is basically your younger self. Just imagine your younger self comes. to you in your presence, as in like your younger self comes to you like in your present, and your life is not like, it's not where you imagined it to be. I think that would
Yeah.
be scary. Imagine your younger
That,
self.
and that is
Now I'm
why I can't watch this show. I don't think I can. I don't think I'm brave enough to, because it will make me do too much introspective thinking, and it's going to make me think about my life, and I don't really want that. Like,
mm,
and it's like, I'm sure it's probably going to end up being one of those dramas that's meant to encourage you, and for you to also like understand that just because you didn't live the life that you imagined that you were going to live doesn't
mm,
necessarily mean you
mm.
failed that life. But at the same time, it's also one of them ones that would also encourage you to also do some of the things that you actually wanted to do, because you wanted to do them for a reason. So it's kind of, I feel like it's going to be one of them dramas that kind of have that kind of balance, but I still don't think I can watch it, because I don't know. Like, I can't imagine, like, if the younger version of me came to see me right now, I don't know how I would feel. So I don't want to watch something that's going to make me think about like whether or not I've achieved. Like, I already think about these things on the, like, on the regular, like, oh, like, it's like when you
Mm.
read a letter from yourself from 10 years ago and you're like, oh wow,
Years
like,
ago,
some people,
yeah.
exactly, some people find it motivating, but some people find it very like, oh man, like, wow, like I didn't
Down.
even meet any,
Do you know
like
what?
I didn't
Funny
meet
you
any of
said
my
that. I was just
expectations.
literally like, I was just saying that. Funny you just said that because I think 3 months. No, it's more than 3 months. 6 months ago,
Hmm.
I found a letter I wrote to myself for. Okay, wait, what? We're in 2021, so I
Yeah.
think it was to myself in like 30 years. So like when I'm 30.
Hmm.
So curiously, because I just found it, I was like, you know what? Let me read it because this is a very good hiding place. Like maybe I'll never find this again. And I started reading it, and I was like, oh, we've not done that. We've definitely not done that. We've not done that. And then I
Oh,
and then
see, oh, I
and
don't
then
like.
I was now reading one thing, and then my younger self is so cute. And I was like, oh my god, we've always liked that. We've always liked that. And so I
Yeah.
was laughing to myself, and I was like, you know what, girl, I'm gonna make you proud. So kind of it motivated me, but at the same time, it reminded me of the things that I wanted to do when I was younger.
Hmm.
But I just don't know. As you grow up, it's like the world tells you, like, it's like you have just all this like responsibilities, and you just don't end up doing what you want to do again.
Yeah.
So it becomes a bit depressing, but you know, it just means just whatever dreams that you have, try to achieve them.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna
I mean,
say.
I see the overarching theme of, I can already like tell the overarching theme of the drama. I mean, obviously I haven't watched this, so I may be completely wrong. But yeah, I think because of that, and I I don't claim to be the bravest person in the world. I'm definitely a coward. So at times, not
No,
at
you're
every
not. No,
situation,
you're
not in
not.
every situation, but I know I have coward tendencies. You can't even lie, sis. Like, I know for myself that I can be a coward, so it's okay. Like, it's not.
No.
I'm not even trying to like talk down on myself or anything, but it's just, yourself. Like, I am a coward sometimes. So in this instance, I'm definitely a coward. That's why I've never written like letters to myself, things like that. I've never been that person, because I know that, like, I never wanted. I've always, from young, I've always said to myself, I don't want to do things that will make me regret. And I know that if I had written a letter, I was so smart.
Mm.
Like, we actually don't actually give enough credit to how smart we were as young ladies. Because when I was younger, I just
We
knew.
were. We were.
Like, I told myself, I was like, no, Tommy, don't write, because they actually encouraged us. We had like a whole school thing, like school project, where we had to do something like that, and I refused. Like, I said I wasn't, like, it wasn't like for homework or anything, but they just kind of encouraged us to do it so that we could set goals for life and things like that. That's why even when people sometimes ask me, what's a 5 year plan, what's a 10 year plan, I hate answering questions like that, because I don't like to set a very specific precedent for myself, very specific goal for myself, that if I don't now
Because you
receive,
just don't
because,
know. Yeah.
yeah, and the thing is, I'm the kind of person that, like, if I set a goal for myself, I must meet it. Because if I don't meet it, like, I'm the kind of person, I will really get bogged down by the fact that I haven't met that specific goal. So I try not to like make
Mm.
it very like,
Mm.
especially when it comes to like life achievements, because if I don't, like, for example, Simi, you know my struggles of like when I was trying to get a driving license. Like I spent I know I've spent
Mm,
hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds trying to learn how to drive. And the thing is, I failed a couple of times and
mm,
I was like, I have to get this done. Like I'm that very person that if I set a goal for myself, I must meet it. So I try not to set too many goals for myself because if I don't meet that goal, I'll really be heartbroken. So that's just me. So this kind of show, I
mm.
don't want to see that kind
And
of,
it's
'cause
okay
it
to
will
be
it
like
will
that,
upset
yeah.
me. It will really upset me, and I really don't like. Honestly, I know for a fact it will upset me. I'll probably cry, and I don't want a situation that this drama's gonna be making me think about my life too much
Mm,
because I already got enough to think about. So I think that is why. But for those who do like, because I know I have a friend who actually does appreciate these kind of aspects and loves to look back on the goals that she'd set for herself and the kind of things that what she'd achieved and what she hasn't achieved, and it helps her to motivate her, and it just makes her laugh. Like some people actually look at this kind of thing in a very positive light. I think maybe because I look at it in a very negative light, that i
yeah.
can't I can't bring myself to do it or watch even a drama that's based on that kind of storyline.
Mm, mm.
But I mean, if you are the type of person that loves this kind of thing and gains encouragement from it, then my dear, please feel free. It's called Hello Me. Go and watch it. Like I'm sure you love it, but for me, I think I might just have to sit this one
Mm.
out based on I'm trying to protect my heart here. Like I don't want to come and disappoint myself. Too many things have happened in
Protect your
the last
peace.
year. Exactly. Too many things have happened within the last year that have already been disappointing. I don't want to now go and look for disappointment that no one sends me to go and look for. So that's just my own 2 cents on that. But I think that's all for this episode. Unless Simi has anything else to say.
I think so. No, no, no. Well, definitely you hit the nail on the head right there, because different people have different perspective on things. So, um yeah, I would say I think it's going to be one I'm going to watch now because thinking about it, I did leave notes to myself when I was
Mm.
younger. So, I'm the type of person that's very positive outlook. If I don't meet a goal, I don't tend to beat myself down. I kind of tend to think, why didn't I meet that goal? Was it not realistic? Things like that. But,
I'm not, I'm not that one
c'est
around.
la vie. It is life.
It is what it is. Exactly. Yeah.
It is what it is.
But that's all, folks.
I love
Please. Sorry.
no, I just said I love when you say that. That's all, folks. I was like, it reminds me of Looney Tunes. I love
Yeah,
it. I
Looney
love it.
Tunes. Yeah, and that's all, folks. I hope they don't.
That's all,
Please, no
folks.
copyright issues, please. I'm not trying to. No, because that's I don't.
Yeah,
But I mean, have they trademarked it? I don't know.
I
I
don't
might have to
know.
look.
I don't. We're not using the sound. We just it's words. You can't really. Yeah, we're not using the sound, so we
Okay, fair
can't really
enough. So
say. Yeah.
that's fine. So again, I'm gonna say this the usual. Please like, subscribe, share, do all of that, please. We are trying to
Mm.
grow our drama community, so please comment. We love to hear from you. We've noticed one or two people that have commented on our YouTube. Thank you so much for the comments. They mean a
And
lot.
liked.
And the likes as well, they really do mean a lot. So please keep them coming. They're well appreciated. But I actually want to hear what you people like, what everyone thinks, and the kind of dramas that you watching, or if you have a recommendation for us. We're always welcome to your opinion, and we're also very
Mm-hmm.
welcome to your recommendations. So please, please, please. And also, if you are tweeting with regards to anything to do with LeastMost, please use our hashtag LeastMostPod to hashtag, so that we can definitely see what you're saying and we can reply, and we can have a conversation. That's what it's all about. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
thanks so much, everyone. And I've been your host, Tommy.
And I've been your girl, Simi.
And this is goodbye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.